YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. So, we got David Justice, ex-baseball player. To me, he still wish he had Halle Berry. Because why would you wait? This was in the 90s, man. You dated this. Was married to this woman. For you to say she didn't cook, I know when she met you she wasn't cooking, but you went all the way to get married. Then you say she didn't have motherly skills, and to me, it don't make no sense for you to say this 30 years later. Because when you first met her, was she doing all these things? And I'm pretty sure, because that was at the height of her career, being an actor. Is that the real reason? Or the real reason you couldn't handle the kind of movie she was making? And you wanted her probably to sit at home and be a mother. But see, then she wouldn't have what she have today. And I see she clapped back with her laying on the beach, cooking, cleaning, and yeah, because then you say she didn't clean. When you got money like that, why do you need to clean? Because to me, everybody, when they get money like that, they go get maids. You know, that's the lifestyle you could pay for then. You got, at 30 years now, you're going to come out and say you divorced her because she didn't cook, clean, and her motherly skills. You didn't see. Come on, man. Come on, man. To me, he clout chasing, or he's jealous, or wish he still had her. Because why would you just get on somebody's podcast and just say this? You know you was going to get a reaction. You know your career probably over. You probably bored. You ain't got nothing to do. So you bring up a name that you probably missed. But I believe she happily married. And she even popped up with a card from one of her kids. So the comment you made seemed to kind of haterish. I just made that word up. Sound like you wish you still had her, man. You know, you could have just said, I couldn't handle the movie she was playing in that looked like she was being smashed in real life. It didn't look like it was an act. Because I know that movie she played on that couch, main dude looked like he was knocking her back in. And just say you couldn't handle it. Because in my opinion, that's probably the real reason you divorced her. And back then she was bad too, boy. Which you probably had your choice of women you could have back then. But man, get out your feelings. You fucked up. If you wanted that woman, you should have kept her. And you just couldn't handle the lifestyle. And I'm pretty sure if you got millions from playing basketball all them years, I'm pretty sure you don't cook, you don't clean. How are your fatherly skills? We want to know this. Before you can say this about her, how are your skills doing all these things? Because I kind of believe that a little bit too. That when you get married, a woman should take care of the kids, she should cook and clean. Yes, but I'm the type of man, I believe they should do it, but I'm going to help her do it too. See, this is not the 60s and 70s. This is, even back then in the 90s, man, women had to start making their own money. So them days was long gone. And to me it don't make sense because Why you just didn't have fun with her? If you knew she didn't have them skills, why didn't you go all the way to the point where you got married? You could have just kept it as girlfriend and boyfriend. So I believe you owe this woman an apology, and I believe you should come out and tell the truth. Because in my opinion, that come on, man, that's some bullshit. That's some straight bullshit. And you owed it to that woman to tell the truth why you really divorced her. Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't about no cooking, no cleaning, and her being a good mother. Because that was kind of fucked up, man. She didn't have parenting skills. Come on, man, that was kind of fucked up. How do you know? Did you have any kids with her? That's my question. How could you say this if you didn't have any kids with her? Or did you? That's why I say, man, people dig up a grave from 30 years ago to come take a shot at a person. Because that's what that was. And for you to say that, you looked at real stupid on that podcast. You looked at stupid as a motherfucker. But you see her, after you said it, she posts pictures of her and her man laying on a yacht. Showed you a card that one of her kids wrote her. So now you should feel embarrassed. Because are you even married? So how good of a cook and a cleaner and a mother the woman that you with? How's her motherly skills? I believe you should show the public. Because that's why I keep telling people the hate is real. I believe you said that because you probably think that was the worstest mistake that you made in your life, because you probably still really got some kind of feelings for that woman deep inside. Because for one, she's still looking good as a motherfucker. To be 80 years old. No, that was a joke. To be however old she is, she still look real good. She's still enjoying her life. And maybe you wish you was laying by her. But man, come on now. We gotta stop this shit. Stop this shit. A woman shouldn't have to cook and clean and take care of the kids by herself. Because it takes two to lay down to make the kid. You know. It takes two to keep a house clean. Unless you got the money to go hire you somebody to clean it for you. You can't just put all that on one person. Nobody is submitting like that to a person anymore. Point blank period. That shit been long gone. Probably 40 years ago. Point blank period. That's why it's so hard to find a good woman or a good man these days. Because nobody wants to feel like they bow down to the next person. So I believe David Justice owe Halle Berry apology, and I'm out.